any cameos from any MCU characters or any new ones. An Uncle Ben, a Jonah, a Venom. I want to start this because I have a theory. So I want to start. So a couple months ago, obviously we've been graced with Endgame. It came, it passed, awesome. But in that year of Infinity War and Endgame, tons of hype, and it was very on the brink all the time. So I'd even be watching stuff like the Endgame red carpet. I don't watch red carpets, but for that, I'm so hyped, want to see stuff. And I remember watching it, and I saw Natalie Portman there. Excuse me. And I was like, that's strange, because her and Marvel had a big falling out after Thor Dark World because it was so bad. No, it was a different story, but I just want to take a shot at Taylor. But they had a big falling out, and then she said, I'm not working with them. I could in the future, but I have no plans to right now. And then she was on the red carpet, and I just thought, that's kind of strange. And some people said, it could just be because it's the end game, it's the end, blah, blah, blah. But it's still like, that's weird I don't think she's going to be in this movie. And then, lo and behold, she was in this movie. For some reason, and it's just going to be playing conspiracy theorists, but it's just because of stuff going around, especially with Feige and Disney kind of insinuating that Ryan Reynolds is going to stay on as Deadpool. If that's true, they're showing that they are they're so comfortable with their stature, they're not turning around other iterations. For some reason, J.K. Simmons was on the red carpet for Spider-Man Far From Home.
Holy shit.
Did you not know that?
I didn't.
Oh, no, yeah. So I thought... Oh, okay.
That was a real-time reaction.
Oh, yeah. So I think he's not been cast, Jonah. We've not heard anything. He's not even been hinted at in these movies. And he wasn't played in Amazing Spider-Man. No one played him. I think there's a good chance I don't know if he is back as Jonah. I don't know if it's traveling dimensions and like Tom Holland's in a different dimension. And I don't think they'd say, this is the same one as Toby. I just think he'd end up in a dimension. He's at the Daily Bugle and like Jonah's there. Like, I need pictures. Like, Spider-Man. Like, I don't know what it is, but I think there could be a way. I would love it if they just said, we're bringing, like, imagine if 5 minutes in the movie, or maybe the movie ends and he's like, I got a job, Aunt May. And the movie, the same way the movie ended with Spider-Man 1 when she said, like, what the fuck? And they cut. If the movie ended with him going to the office and the chair turned around and it was fucking J.K. Simmons.
I'm getting chills over here.
Spider-Man.
I don't know how it's going to happen, but I think some way, whether it's a cameo or what I want, that they just say, we know he played that in Toby's. Just ignore it and let's go. Because we'll talk about it later, but there's rumors.
Let's go.
Well, yeah, there's rumors of like Marvel trying to get Hugh Jackman back. I don't believe them, but still there are rumors. I think after Spider-Verse, they saw, and because of post-credit scene, they can really add, or they can add something to the ending of the movie. I think with Spider-Verse, that was a good test to see. Audience accepted 5 different Spider-Mans. They wanted to see Toby. They want to see this. So I think they can maybe get a little weird. So I don't know where he'd pop up. I don't know if it's the ending. I don't know if it's a tribute. I don't know if it's a cameo in a multiverse. But just the fact that he was there. I could be wrong, but I just remember Natalie Portman being there like, that's weird. And then when it happened, like, oh my God. So now maybe I'll just read it every time someone's at the red carpet. And as far as other characters, well, I guess I'll save that question. But I think there's a chance we're going to get something. And I really hope he's just Jonah again. And that we just ignore Toby's one and he's just perfect. You know, it's like Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool. Don't recast. You have the perfect guy. And if he wants to do it, why not? He's not a massive character. He's never going to be with the team. He's just going to want pictures of Spider-Man. And even in this world, like, how does that work? You could change it up. He doesn't have to be for paper. He could, like in the game when he had a podcast when he has a blog.
Yeah.
I think there's so many potential. So that's a hashtag trash. So I think there's a chance. I could be wrong, but I just have a feeling with just the rumors going around right now, it's feeling very suspicious. So,
damn,
I'm eating into that. I'm totally on board with that. Yeah.
I maybe got us all hyped for nothing though, so I will take the L on the review if that.
All
happens,
hype is good hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I really think they could do it. Like, if they're gonna fuck around with dimensions, it's funny. We did our Spider-Man fan cast, and that was the one character where like, no one really fits, but this is who I'm gonna pick. And that was kind of like across the board, right? It's like no one can play that character like he did.
Everyone would have picked Jonah, JK, if we could.
Oh, yeah,
exactly. You'd think of like a character with a bigger role might be one that you can't see like being replaced, but it was that like kind of small side character who was just such a distinct character that was nailed in that perfect iteration. So I'm totally behind Travis. I'd love that. That would be the dream timeline. And other than that, like I don't know who you'd get. Like, the only characters I could really see is like other Iron Man characters. Like, we obviously like Happy's already in here. Like maybe like a Pepper Potts or like a Rhodey.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think just as like a nice saying goodbye, passing something to do with those two, just because those were the closest two, other than those Iron Man characters. So.
Yeah, so I could see maybe I don't really know what Rhodey. I don't know what his position would be. And I think just because I don't know what percentage of this movie is going to be, over across the seas and not in New York, but it seems like they're pretty far away from most of these characters anyway. And it's kind of like a reset for a lot of these characters, right? Going into the next phase. A couple have some TV shows coming up. Some we're going to find out some of these movies soon enough when they do that announcement at Comic-Con. So I don't think this is the place. Like, I think most of the characters had a nice send-off in Endgame, or a send-off for this phase, and then they're just looking forward. So yeah, other than the Iron Man characters, who aren't really going to show up anywhere else other than the Avengers stuff, or I mean, Pepper Potts is probably not going to be around at all anymore.
Maybe ask Briggs, Rescue's going to be a member of the Avengers. He really wants that.
Yeah, maybe someday, 10 years or something. But yeah, those are the only, really just Pepper Potts. I don't even really foresee Rhodey. I think they are going to keep this kind of in their own sphere, and I think they have enough characters in here. Maybe Fury. I mean, Fury's in this movie, right? Yeah, we already saw him. Yeah,
him and Maria Hill. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to be in there as well. So I don't think you need any more. I think you got enough MCU familiarity. And I don't know. Do you guys think we'll get like an Iron Man, like a flashback scene, or like will he have a line or something? I think
he might find like a recording or something that he might, even if it's old, he might just play it and then just. I don't know.
The same when he left for his daughter, but the word Morgan is just replaced with Peter.
That'd be so great.
He does that to every.
And it's
character.
it's not even that he re-recorded it. It's just cut out like Peter. Like it's just a Microsoft Sam sort of thing.
Steve.
Yeah. No,
Bruce, Natasha.
Yeah, just following your hype on J.K. Simmons, holy shit, that got me really excited. I definitely want to see him.
Before I forget, I don't think they'll have anything with Downey. I think they want to let that simmer for a bit. But I think Spider-Man 3 is when everyone talks about him getting AI. I think Robert Downey AI will happen at some point.
Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, the JJJ stuff. JJJ stuff.
Jameson.
All to the side. I definitely think. I almost called her Gwyneth Paltrow. What's her name in the movie? Pepper Potts. There we go. Jeez, I'm not on the ball. I definitely think she'll be in there because if they want to have that moment with those two characters, I feel like they better do it like right away and just get it over and done with. Yeah, exactly. Not wait like 3 movies and then bring her back. I think it would just be a little weird.
I'm dating Mysterio now. I'm over Tony.
Oh no.
And then
Fishbowl.
Geez, I totally just lost my point there. Oof, that's a big oof.
She'll be in it.
I was
talking about Pepper, talking about Happy, Rhodey.
Oh yes.
Talking about Ant-Man.
The other I agree with what Dylan was saying. How I don't think we'll get much of like Avengers types characters in here just because it's in a different continent. Like I don't think many people will be hanging out in Europe. Like if they're in New York, maybe they could do that. But I think what we might see, and I'm pretty confident with this, is that they might just show like the classic MCU like cameo where like they see like the new Captain America on TV or something, right? Or like they might mention that. I don't know. I'm pretty confident. I think we'll see that. Like obviously, like he wouldn't be in there with him, but just like something on the TV of Falcon with the shield. I think that'd be sick.
Talking about the Fallout or something.
Yeah. I don't know.
Any Venom? I'm just asking you because you're the Venom boy.
I mean, I want that any day of the week.
They're talking about a lot. Feige talked about it. The director talked about it. I think it's unfortunately definitely happening in the next 5 years, which I'm not looking forward to at all.
Yeah, I'm complete other side of the spectrum to you. I don't care how they do it. I want to see a symbiote in my Spider-Man. I feel like I
want that. I just don't want that movie's world to do with the MCU. Yeah. I just hope my dream is they just bring Tom Hardy over and same thing, ignore stuff or just don't talk about it. I just don't want like Woody
That'd
Harrelson
be ideal situation.
And like those villains
don't give us that Carnage. Please.
Yeah, like those
completely
villains,
write that character off.
Like Riot. I don't want any I don't want Feige to have to be like, that's part of the MCU and be like, that's a wolf.
I 100% just want Tom Hardy and Venom. Like, I don't know, just disregard everything else. But I would be lying to myself if I said I didn't want symbiote in this movie or just the next movie. Mm-hmm. I don't think he'd be in this movie. But I think, especially since they have like a 9-year plan or whatever they're doing for Spider-Man, I feel like you'd be doing a disservice if you don't even mention a symbiote, just because the fans just see that character and then I don't know, like the polar opposite would be like the symbiote, and I feel like
that movie was a big success as well.
It was.
And like just even if you're not a big Spider-Man guy, like where's the black Spider-Man? Like, I don't know. It's just pretty common, like that look of like the...
He's in Spider-Verse.
That's right. My bad. I should have did different wording there. But yeah, I feel like eventually it'll for sure happen, but sooner is better for me. I'm just... I eat that shit up. Anytime I see a symbiote,
eating those Cheerios.
Give me the yellow one. The one chick with like
yeah.
the orange hair. I think she had
Yeah.
orange hair. It looks sick.
I always forget her name. I've looked up every time
Yeah.
you bring it up.
I
I'm
know.
not gonna look up now, but I'm gonna look it up now.
He
Taylor, I feel like you're in deep thought over there.
is meditating.
Just pondering away.
What's the ponder?
Thinking about his car repairs.
Yeah, I should be playing Mario Maker right now.
I could be, but I'd rather be here with you guys.
Aw.
So with the
Her name is Scream. I always
Scream.
That's right. Yeah.
Scream Queen.
She always looks like she's screaming, so it makes sense. Sorry, Taylor. It's all you, man.
Jesus.
I'll just mute my. That was the most like hateful stare I think I've ever had from Taylor
the
in
glasses.
my life.
It adds like an
Okay,
extra
it's the
extra,
glasses.
extra stare. Yeah, no, with J.K. Simmons, I don't know if
Taylor's just scared because he doesn't want to open up the door to Hugh Jackman coming back. So that's why he doesn't want
No,
this to happen.
I like Hugh
100%.
Jackman
No,
as
he
Wolverine.
doesn't.
I do.
He has all these weird like manifestos
think
about Hugh Jackman.
There's
about a terrible
some
person he is.
actors in this life and in this world
Oh, no.
that are here to play certain characters. I think Hugh Jackman is one of them to play Wolverine. I think Ryan Reynolds absolutely is meant to play Deadpool. Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man. I think
Toby.
Toby, absolutely. I do like Tom Holland, but Toby, absolutely. Mr. Dickovich, absolutely. It's just meant to be.
Imagine if that was the post-credit scene. Tom Holland gets a place with MJ, and he goes to the door. It's sticking. The guy, he looks behind him. Rent. And it's like, oh no.
But I
Jesus.
like I really like Mr. Or
You're thinking about Mr. Dickovich.
yeah, I was.
Give me some cookies.
I love J.K. Simmons as Jameson. I think he's the best, the best actor that he's meant to play that role. But at the end of the day, like I feel like if you throw him into like this universe and they do pursue the multiverse, and like I would have to like take a minute to think on like, okay, they're not like clones of the same ones, just different universes or whatever. So I could buy that.
What if they literally just did he's playing Jonah in our world and it's like a recast, but we're just annoying Toby? There's
if they never touch upon Toby's universe in the multiverse at all, then that's fine. I don't mind. But if they do tap into that, then I think, well, it's a little odd. But I mean, at the end of the day, I can get over it because I think, I don't know who I would recast as Jameson, and I think he's hilarious.
Check out our Spider-Man fan cast.
So I think with Tom Holland's Peter Parker, I would
be
love
so
to see
fun.
the interaction he has with the character like Jameson. If Jameson gets to act the same as he does with Tobey Maguire, because he's such a prick, and I would just love to see that. Because like the thing with Tobey is just his innocence is like he just stands there like awkwardly. He takes it, and there's nothing he can do about it. Like Spider-Man was protecting those people. That's slander.
Nah. Not print.
Jameson just like totally just knocks him down. And Tom Holland, like his Peter Parker, he's much more. I think he's vocal and he doesn't like to take things. Like it's like he's got like ADHD. He's always go.
I think he'd also take offense to some stuff though a lot easy. Toby just takes it, but I feel like he would actually hurt Tom Holland's feelings sometimes. He's still a young emotional
he probably
guy.
would. Yeah. He does. Yeah.